The old man, they called him Tiber, lived in a crumbling house on the edge of town, the kind with overgrown ivy crawling like an ancient beard up its stone face. Kids dared each other to touch his gate, whispering about the strange sounds that drifted from his yard at night. Not animal sounds, but something different, like a soft rhythmic hum, or a voice speaking just below the register of human hearing. Tiber himself was a recluse, a shadow glimpsed behind dusty windows. He'd lived there for decades, long after his wife, a sweet, quiet woman, passed away. Most people just thought he was eccentric, maybe a little lonely. But the legend wasn't about Tiber, it was about his wall. Along the back of his property, separating his wild garden from the dense woods, stood a stone wall, ancient and moss-covered. People said if you put your ear close enough, especially at twilight, you could hear it. Not the wind, not insects, but whispers. Indistinguishable words, a chorus of hushed voices like 100 secrets being shared just beyond your grasp. Some people believed the whispers came from the spirits of those who once lived here, their voices somehow lingering in the old stones. Others thought it was just the wind, slipping through cracks and gaps in the wall, making strange sounds that only seemed like voices. Still, the whispers never really stopped. One stormy autumn night, a massive oak tree in Tiber's woods finally succumbed to the wind, crashing down and, obliterating a section of the ancient wall. The next morning, for the first time in memory, Tiber was seen outside, just staring at the rubble, his face a mask of grief. The town, out of, morbid curiosity and a rare surge of community spirit, offered to help clear the debris. As they worked, moving the heavy, moss-covered stones, someone noticed it. Etched into the underside of one particularly large stone, perfectly preserved, was a single intricate symbol, something no one recognized, but that radiated an oddly serene energy. And as they lifted more stones, they found more symbols, forming a pattern that snaked its way along the entire length of the broken wall. That night, for the first time since the whispers began, the town was silent. The strange hum from Tiber's house was gone. The wind still blew, but the wall, now shattered, offered no secrets. Tiber never rebuilt that section of the wall. He just planted a new sapling where the oak had fallen, and slowly over the next few months, he started talking to people again. He'd offer a nod, a small smile. The house still looked wild, but the oppressive silence around it had lifted. The legend of the Whispering Wall became a local curiosity, a story told to newcomers. But no one ever understood what the symbols meant, or why they had been carved there, or what exactly had given the old wall its voice. And old man Tiber? He never spoke of the wall, or the symbols, or the sounds. He just lived out his days, a little less alone perhaps, and a little less burdened, leaving the true secret of the Whispering Wall to remain a mystery, etched in stone and silenced by time.